I just want to pop on every day and see if anyone has questions and to know how anyone that is trying to do a healthier living lifestyle is doing. Make sure that everyone is well and healthy. My disclaimer, I am not a doctor. I am not a certified nutritionist. But like I tell a lot of people, I own a body and I created my own owner's manual. Like we have manuals for cars and everything else. So why not create one for our own body, right? So I'm here taking care of my body and I want you to take care of yours too. So today on day 3, I wanted to talk about what I was feeling this morning. This morning, because I started my clean keto, so that's I'm avoiding dairy and cheese, which is really hard for me because yes, own your body. This is my owner's manual. It worked for me. I'm not telling you to do what I did. I'm just giving you a template that you can work with so that then you can start adjusting or eliminating what you need to adjust and eliminate as needed. So, okay, so this morning, because I'm doing the clean eating, I felt a little bit, I had a headache. So I was feeling a headache and I knew why I was having a headache very, very early in the morning. And it was because the day before I wasn't drinking enough water. So I normally drink, I said in an earlier video, I normally drink like one of the big bottles and a half. And usually that's good for me because then I also drink a lot of teas and I drink a lot of not a lot, but I drink sparkling waters and stuff like that. So that keeps me hydrated. So I had the headache because I wasn't drinking enough water. So what I did was obviously I started drinking water and I felt a lot better. I waited on taking an Advil or something like that because I really don't do medicine. Medicine might be just an Advil and that's it. I call it a day. Anyway, but what I want to tell you is note what the symptoms that you are feeling are and then pay attention to what you did the day before, because whatever symptoms you're feeling the day of, the day that you're having the headache or the nauseousness or the achy body, that's usually because of something that happened the day before. So if you didn't eat correctly, if you didn't fuel your body as needed, then you will definitely feel the effects the next day. And then you'll try to avoid what you did the day that you're in now, okay? So today I made sure I hydrated so that I don't have the same issue tomorrow morning. Okay, so I just wanted to today just talk about changing habits. So this is really important because a lot of us are scared to stop eating certain foods. And I get this a lot. People will say, I can't be without milk or like whole milk. I can't be without bread, or I need sugar, or I need this. And those habits are also considered addictions because they increase our excited moments, and we seem to think that we cannot live without them. Even though we know that they are not good for us, we choose to continue to use it. So I want you, whenever you have a craving of some sort and you know that either it's past the time that you want to eat or you should just not be eating that for any reason. Maybe you're diabetic and you craving sugar or something like that. So what you do is what you do is you change your thought. So you distract yourself to think of something else, okay? So it's happens to me all the time. And what I do is I'll either, if it's after my eating window, because I do intermittent fasting, I'll go, and one of my really, really good tips to you is go brush your teeth. And I know it sounds weird, but the mintiness and everything will kind of send a message to your brain that, like, to chill, You know, it's okay. So whenever I'm craving something and I know I shouldn't be eating at that time, I'll get up, I'll go brush my teeth, I'll have a glass of water, and I'll distract myself with something else. And that helps me overcome that craving or that urge, desire, whatever you want to call it, that you're having for this sweet or a carby meal or whatever. You're not going to die if you stop eating a certain type of food for 21 days. You're just going to see and realize, is it really good for me? And is it beneficial in my life? So for 21 days, don't say something is hard for you. Also, because your brain is listening. And whenever your brain hears that something is hard for you, it starts trying to find a way for you to obtain it. So what it'll do, it'll increase your cravings until you get it. So change your words, change your dialogue to yourself. Literally talk to yourself and say, you know what? I don't need a bread, or I don't need this extra scoop of whatever, or I ate my meal, that is more than enough. Let me walk away and see how I feel later on. And you'll see that your brain is working with you. That's our subconscious mind. So learn to have a conversation with yourself. Okay? Really quick, if you have a question, I want to try this out. So when you come on, and if I'm on the live and you're here with me, obviously in person, and you have a question, I want you to put the question even if I'm not talking about the topic, because then I can go back, review the questions, and I can answer it for you. I also wanted to try something. I like to talk to people in person. I love to talk, by the way, but especially of things that I'm passionate and I love, transformations. I love talking about how to change your habits and reprogram your thinking and rewiring and mindset and all of that stuff. I love talking about those things. For those of you that know me personally, know that I'm 100% for that. So what I want to try is that if you have a question and you are online at the same time that I am, and if you like, I can invite you on and you can, for a minute, come on and we can kind of dialogue on that question. Because I want to make sure that if you ask me something, that I'm giving you the response that you are understanding, okay? Or that maybe if you want additional information on it, that you feel comfortable and you will, talk about it. So please, if you're online, put your question, even if I'm not talking about the topic that you are talking about at the moment. I will definitely come back to it and I will ask if you would like to join me. If you don't want to join me, if it's, it depends on what the question is. If you don't want to join me, you can just put a thumbs down, or no, don't put a thumbs down because then people think that I'm not saying something good. Just put no. Thank you. Okay, so do that. Okay, so today I'm talking about programming your thoughts around food, your relationship. You need to create an amazing relationship around food. Food is healing. Food is nurturing to our body. We have everything that we need on this earth. Unfortunately, we do not know how to utilize it because so many things keep changing, so many ways of eating keep changing, so many new diets, and it just becomes really, really stressful on everyone because one person does keto, one person does carnivore, another one does Mediterranean, another one does low carb, and you're kind of caught in between all of that. And it becomes like everybody starts arguing, no, mine is better, like everything else that happens in life. We all do that. So you have to learn to have a relationship with your food, and it's really, really simple. First of all, you have to know why you are doing this, and you have to accept the reason why. If you have an underlying illness, diabetes, high blood pressure, trauma, I posted some illnesses that it works for, keto works for. I posted those things on Instagram yesterday. If you didn't see it, you can go back and you can see them. They're on the post. I also posted a list of fruits and vegetables that you can have, and I'll continue to post little things that I think that information that you should have on hand. Um, when you do your meals, I really, really suggest that you sit and thank you, Mildred. I really suggest that you sit down and you look at your plate and say, do I really need this? And what do I need this for? You don't have to be a nutritionist to know this, to know that something that is on your plate, you should not be eating. I'm just going to complain really quick. The Heart Association endorses and promotes cereals and breads and things like that, knowing that you should not be consuming these things if you have a heart condition. And that drives me insane. But anyway, leaving off of that topic and returning back to this one, pay attention. Don't pay attention to commercials. Okay, they're just trying to make money. And when the meal is in front of you, if I know, like today I had, we had chicken tiki marsala, and I know that has heavy cream, and it does have carrots and celery and, I think zucchini and squash and stuff like that. What do? I took the chicken, I took it out of the sauce, I eliminated the carrots and everything else, I took it out, and I just left the chicken by itself. And then I got 2 handfuls of mixed greens, and I just poured olive oil and balsamic vinegar, and I ate half of an avocado with that. And I felt great, great for 2 reasons. Great because I knew I accomplished what I wanted to do, which is not having cheese for my lunch, which I have with everything. I have a lot of cheese. And my 3rd day, no cheese, and I feel really good. I can actually feel it. I told my husband today that I know I haven't lost a pound or half a pound or a quarter of a pound, but I can feel that I had no inflammation. And that feels amazing because you feel like your tummy is where it should be and your joints feel great, except for the headache that I had because I didn't drink water. But other than that, my body from my neck down felt awesome. So that's because I'm not having cheese. And then other things that I want to talk to you is, which is also about habits and relationship with food, is that our thoughts are our worst enemy. And the reason why I'm going to tell you this is because especially when you are overweight, like we all are, which is okay. As long as we're on our road to recovery, we're going to be okay. When we feel or when we're not happy with our bodies or with anything for that matter, we go to bed and our brain is switched on. And we're like, okay, I messed up today. I'm going to do better tomorrow. Oh my God, I got to go here and I can't wear this or whatever it is. And this is our mind all the time. And then we get up and then we get dressed and, oh, this is not fitting me, or this looks horrible. Can I layer this? Oh my God, summer's coming. I won't be able to wear so many layers. And then, you go to work and if you have to change into a uniform. So it's all these millions of things that we have to deal with. I don't know, I can't see this over here. Hi, Tia Kang. I don't know if she could see me, but I love her. Okay, so anyway, we're thinking about these things. We're dragging it through the night. We're waking up with the thought. We drag it through the whole day. And all we're doing is sabotaging ourselves because we are creating food into a monster in our mind because of our thoughts. Our thoughts are like, food is bad. And this is why I look this way because of the food. And that is not true. Food is not bad. Food is not a monster. Food is not coming out to get you. That is not what's happening. So you have to change your way of thinking by not having these thoughts. So stop thinking about food. Stop thinking about your weight. Stop thinking about your clothes. And you will see that things will start to shift. Whenever you feel like, I've done it, like I'm laying there and I'm like, oh my God, tomorrow I gotta wear, oh gosh. And then I'm like, you know what? It is what it is. This is who I am. And I have to accept myself. And if somebody doesn't like how I look, they can look away. So learn to really, really, really feel comfortable with yourself. I said that I think day 1, I said maybe try a trick of standing in front of the mirror and acknowledging who you are, loving who you are. You know what's a great idea? Stand in front of a mirror. You don't have to be completely naked. You can be in your underwear and start writing nice things about yourself on the mirror. Why don't we start doing that? So I'm going to stand in front of the mirror, and the mirror I use a lot to post posts for myself. So I have a lot of being grateful posts and posts that say, like, that the reality I'm in is because of the thoughts in my mind. So we make our own reality. So it goes also with food. We're making our reality. If we're constantly going to sleep, worried about what we look like, worried about how we're going to eat the next day, and we keep planning and planning and planning, it is a setup for disaster. So just chill, okay? Relax. Food is okay. It's okay to eat. It's okay to enjoy things. It doesn't matter if you're doing a strict regimen of this or that or that. If you mess up, which you're not messing up, if you say, okay, there's just one cookie is all I want, and you ate it, acknowledge that you ate it and be like, I ate it. I enjoyed it. It was delicious. And now I move on. Because I hear a lot of people say, well, I already messed up. I had one cookie, so I might as well mess up for the rest of the day. And that is what you don't want, okay? Because now you have set yourself back more. Because for some reason, we gain more than what we lose. So if you lost a pound, which is amazing, 1 pound is amazing. When you lose 1 pound, give yourself a gift. Learn to train your brain to know that these are good things. And your brain will make you look for them more. So when you lose 1 pound, 1 pound. I see people saying, I've been on this diet for 2 weeks and I only lost 5 pounds. And I'm like, well, let's celebrate your 5 pounds. Why are you so angry? Like, you're going to give up on something that made you lose 5 pounds? Like, really? No, gift yourself. When I first started losing weight, I gifted myself with clothes. So what I did was, if I didn't weigh myself, because I always tell everyone, don't weigh yourself. The scale is no good. You can measure yourself. Use a measuring tape. Measure around your waist. Maybe once a week, just measure the waist. And you'll see that if you're sticking to something and you're really, really paying attention and you're dedicating your time to that, you're going to see the difference. When I first started, I started gifting myself. I said, for every pound that I lost, I would do something for myself. And I would. So if I lost a pound, I would make sure that I would give myself an Epsom salt bath. At that time, I was doing dance classes. So I would make sure that, today I did really good. I lost, let me go for a walk or let me go do this. When I lost an inch on my waist and the clothes were feeling a little bit loose, I would go and try on something new in the store. Just one item, because you don't want to mess up your wallet on a shopping spree. So just one item. And I remember going and saying one item because I went down 1 inch. One item, it could be anything. It could be an earring. It can be a barrette for your hair, a necklace, a pin, something, one item. Just go and pick up one thing every time an inch of your waist goes down. So 1 inch comes down and you celebrate it. When 5 inches goes down, then you go and you say, I'm going to buy myself 3 or 4 pair of pants, a size smaller or a size. Always do that. Whenever you lose weight, reward yourself because your brain is paying attention to these things. And then the purpose of the brain is for it to first keep you alive, help you survive through anything, and just give you what it thinks that you want. So if you're constantly saying, oh, I would die for a piece of cake, or I would love this, or I would love that, or a cake is better than sex or whatever, you know what? Your brain is going to start telling you, you need the cake, you need the cake, you need the cake because it's amazing. You need it, you need it. So you need to change your words. You need to change your words. Okay? You never hear somebody saying, I would love a head of lettuce. I would love a tomato. You don't hear that. So, of course, they're not going to binge a head of lettuce or 2 or 3. You don't see that ever. So change your words with food. Say, I really would like to have, and in your mind think of something that's healthier. I'll have, apple is not keto, but if that's what you have in your fridge, I'd rather you have an apple than you have a piece of cake. Because your brain doesn't know the difference. Really doesn't. It's all up to you. So that is one of the things. Does anyone have any questions on that I just spoke about that I can answer, even in Spanish, if anyone wants to know? I'll just throw that out real quick in Spanish for if there's anyone that you want to share this with. I'm going to say, para cambiar su forma de pensar y tener una relación con la comida que es para darnos energía, y cuidar el cuerpo con las vitaminas y los nutrientes que necesitamos, usted tiene que cambiar la forma de que se habla, los pensamientos. Si estás pensando desde que te acuestas a la noche y te despiertas y sigue el día y todos tus pensamientos son en que tú no te ves bien y estás muy gorda o gordo o lo que sea, tú tienes que cambiar esos pensamientos, porque mientras tú estés frustrada así, más y más tú vas a engordar, porque tú estás creando un estrés adicional a lo que el resto de tu vida te está trayendo. So, siempre tenga cuidado, mida la palabra de cómo usted se habla. En uno de los videos yo hablé de que si usted no está conforme con su cuerpo o quién usted es, usted tiene que aprender a amarse. Y la forma que a mí me gusta hacer, a mí me gusta hablarme en el espejo, me paro al frente del espejo y tengo una conversación conmigo. Y eso fue una de las cosas que yo utilicé para cambiar mi forma de pensar y para rescatarme de donde yo estaba. Yo necesitaba ayuda y yo me rescaté así. Póngase al frente del espejo. Si puede estar en su ropa interior, manténgase en su ropa interior. Y alrededor de ese espejo, alrededor de su imagen, si tiene un lápiz labial o algo así, que no sea permanente, escriba cosas lindas de lo que está viendo en ti. Y escriba esas cosas. Y escriba. Y que si tiene que llorar, llora, haga lo que usted necesite al frente de ese espejo, porque es tu momento contigo mismo o misma y quiere que hacer una conexión especial entre los dos. Cuando yo me paro al frente del espejo, yo me miro a los ojos como si es otra persona y yo le digo a la persona que me está mirando, ¿qué está pasando? Porque así yo me estoy hablando a mí misma. Porque nosotros nos fijamos en lo que está alrededor, pero en verdad no nos miramos a nosotros y no podemos ver lo que está pasando aquí adentro. Solamente sentimos y estamos pensando y creamos I think the word is sabotaje contra nosotros mismos. So tenemos que cambiar la forma de que nos estamos hablando para así poder cambiar la vida que estamos viviendo. ¿Okay? Mientras usted se hable negativo y cosas feas, su mundo no va a cambiar. Cuantito usted empieza a hablarse positivo y cosas lindas, su mundo va a cambiar. ¿Por qué? Porque va a traer cosas positivas a tu vida. La gente que están alrededor de ti, por más que ellos quisieran verte en una vida de amargura, no lo van a lograr. ¿Por qué? Porque tú te quieres y tú no dejas que esas cosas te penetren. Porque la mayoría de gente, la razón que tienen adicciones de comida es por depresión. De cualquiera otra razón, todas son depresión. Okay, so eso es lo que terminé de hablar en inglés. Espero que lo entiendan. Si tienen preguntas, mándenme su pregunta. Yo estoy aquí. Es lo que hago yo amo. Por eso soy tan feliz en darte estos 21 días, compartir lo que yo estoy haciendo, compartirlo con ustedes gratis. No le estoy pidiendo nada, no estoy vendiendo nada, solamente quiero que usted también se sienta bien. ¿Ok? So, si alguien tiene una pregunta en español, me la pueden poner ahí. Si algún día están en vivo conmigo y me hacen una pregunta, yo le voy a preguntar si quieren entrar a la página. Si quieren entrar a la página, entonces solamente para la pregunta, si yo poder ver y hacer un diálogo con usted para saber que usted me entendió, ¿ok? So, lo otro que quiero hablar I had spoken earlier about addiction, and food is an addiction. It's like any addiction. It doesn't matter if it's drug, alcohol, medically prescribed drugs, physical fitness, running. Addiction is a bucket of stuff, and people don't see it like that. You have to ask yourself, can I let this go? And if you can, then it's not an addiction. Obviously, letting go of anything is hard, okay? But you really, really have to say, I need to do this. And say, I need to do this because, okay? In our therapy sessions, we are encouraged to constantly ask the client why, and you need to do this because, and we want you to tell us why. So if you say, I need to lose weight, I'll be like, okay, you need to lose weight because, why don't you all do that whenever you're in front of the mirror? I need to take better care of myself. And you say back to yourself in the mirror, I need to take care of myself because, and fill in that space, okay? Because then right there, it's like you're making a shift in your mind so that your mind can start giving you what it is that you need. Obviously, it's not going to happen 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. My journey has been for a little while, and I've hit stumbling blocks, and I've fallen, and I've cried, and I've felt like I want to give up constantly. I'm like, why am I doing this? I need to give up. And then I just move back, and I'm like, why? Why would I give up if I came this far? Why would I give up if I am educating myself so that I can help others? Because that is what I want. You know, like we all have a purpose. I'm sorry if I'm getting a little personal here, but we all have a purpose in life, right? And whatever it is that you are studying, whatever it is that you want to be, that is your purpose in life. So study it to the max. If you don't have school, don't have the mentality of, I couldn't do this because I couldn't afford school, or I couldn't do this because there was no one to help me, or I just didn't know how to go about this. We're in the 21st century, right? We're here now, right? Back then, I see stories of people that weren't even able to get an education in school, and yet they accomplished so many things. If you have the thinking, the mindset that you need to have certain things in place for you to be able to pursue your dream, then you're going to be stuck for a really, really long time, waiting for that miracle to come and knock on your door. And that is not going to happen, okay? What you have to do is what I did. I love neuroscience. I love psychiatry. I love all of that stuff. But I have to work, and I have a different life, you know. I dedicate myself. I literally have 1 million alarm clocks on my phone. And each alarm clock is to make sure, one of them is to make sure that I didn't waste time. I'll talk to you about that another time, which helps me. And I also use an app that keeps me on track. Yesterday I gave you 2 apps. I think it was Zero and Fitness Pal. And what I do is I keep myself accountable to the person that I'm going to meet. Because I say, you know what? When someone asks me a question, I want to be prepared. I don't want to give you an answer that is just like, yeah, I kind of know this, and here it is. I don't want to be that person. If you're coming to me for help, I want to be prepared for you. Okay? So I watch videos, I listen to audiobooks, I read books, it's like I'm constantly educating myself on mental health, physical health, nutrition, because it's what my passion is. So I'm going to obtain my dream because I'm chasing it. If you're not chasing your dream the right way, it's not going to happen. Right now, I know I messed up through the pandemic and I gained some weight. So now I'm not like, yeah, I would like to lose weight, but I like to feel healthy. I like to feel that my body's agile and I can do my workouts without feeling all these aches and pains, and that my brain is like alert, like I'm like, go, 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 go. And I love that feeling, like my adrenaline. So I don't even know what time it is. Let me check. So, this is why I do this. That I'm going to lose weight. Yes, I would love to lose weight. But how I'm feeling, this is what I'm loving. I'm loving how I'm feeling. I'm loving who I am. And that is what I need you to understand. We see these beautiful pictures of people's weight loss before and after. And it's like, we want that, we want that, we want that. But nobody ever wants the journey that person went through. It's like I told someone the other day, don't see, because I don't know if anybody knows, but I am a published author. I came out in a book called The Successful Body by Eric Severson, and I'm so grateful. It just came out, I believe it was this week, so we're promoting that book. I wrote on habits and the conscious and subconscious mind. And it has 33 amazing writers in it, and they all covering nutrition and anything that's healing to the body, because it's literally a manual for the body. So if you haven't gotten a copy, I suggest going purchase one. It's called The Successful Body. I believe they have it on Kindle and paperback. Actually, I'm going to post a picture because one of my friends sent me a picture that she just got her copy, which made me really, really happy that she got that. So so what it is when you have a dream, somebody said, oh, your light came. I'm so happy for you. And I told him, I want people to understand, don't focus on my light. Focus on my darkness. Look at where I came from and see my journey and then see my light. Because everybody says, oh, that was an overnight success. That's not true. Overnight success does not exist. It does not exist. Michael Jordan, he failed. He got kicked off of the teams and he kept going. And when they came knocking on his door, guess what? He became a success. Not an overnight success, a success. Why? Because he pursued his passion. The lady that wrote that wrote Harry Potter, she was rejected 100 times. More than 100 times, I believe it was. Her book was rejected. But what happened? She did not give up. Was not an overnight success. She must have cried and felt like giving up. You know what it is to be rejected of your dream? For people to say your dream is not good enough, that what you have to offer is not good enough. That's painful, okay? But you know what is beautiful? That from that pain, she kept emerging, and she kept emerging until she succeeded. And look at her now. Like, still, you turn on the TV and they're giving Harry Potter. And I'm sure kids will be studying it forever in school. That's it. She's set. Why? Because of her darkness. Her darkest days brought her into the light. So don't be like, oh, I need to lose 100 pounds by 3 months. No, don't do that. You're not going to make it. I'm being honest with you. You're going to fail because you haven't prepared yourself for that. You can't expect to receive success and not be prepared. How are you going to handle that? So, sorry, I get really emotional. If you have any questions, please go posting them so I can go responding to them. I want to give you what I know. Might not be the best advice, but I can give you what I think it is, and I will definitely leave from here and do research because that's how I am. So if you're on a weight loss journey, do little goals. Like, I would like to literally lose 5 pounds. That's it. That's the number I gave myself. 5 pounds and maybe go down 1 size. That's it. That's it. It's that simple. And every time do small steps, small ones. You know why? Because the small ones, when you look back, you passed a lot of steps and you are very, very close to success. So do a small one. Be like, you know what? I want to lose 2 pounds. If you're realistic like that, you will celebrate that pound, that 2 pounds. You celebrate that. Anything that is little, celebrate it like, whoa, okay, this was amazing. Even if it, like, people look at you like, so what? That's nothing. No, it is. You celebrate it like it is. You celebrate everything, no matter what it is, whether it's in business, whether it's with your family, your relationship. Little things you have to appreciate and you have to celebrate. Okay? I know people are probably like, oh, this is supposed to be talking about how I can lose weight. This is about how you can lose weight. Because if your mind is not in the right place, you might lose weight. But then guess what? You're going to gain it back. So get your mind in the right place. Love yourself. Really, really want to heal your body. Don't make it about weight loss. Don't make it about that. When you exercise, you know what? If you have a routine, I exercise every day. Today I haven't exercised yet. But I like doing really, really heavy weights. And if I know I want to aim for 4 rounds, and by the second round I'm tired, or not tired because I don't let exhaustion get in my way. More is like if my body feels achy. Because for those of you that know me, I have back issues, but I call it in my past because I'm not going to call it like it's mine. That doesn't belong to me, Also, stop saying my diabetes, my high blood pressure, because you're owning it. You don't want to own stuff like that, okay? And really quickly about diabetes. If you're diabetic and, obviously if you have to wear a patch, that is, you have to be more careful and you need a doctor. But if it's a low diabetes level or low cholesterol, don't own it. And the doctors, I love the doctors, but I wish they studied nutrition. If the doctors tell you you're going to be taking this for the rest of your life and you see that you're not getting better and your weight hasn't gone down, then the doctor is not helping you. Okay, you need to find a doctor that's going to say, okay, in order for you to heal this, you need to change the way you eat. And if you can't do that, then we'll move to a low dose of medicine. But you cannot be on it for more than a certain time. But they don't give you a expiration time on how long you should take this medication. Like I ask people, I'm like, how long have you been taking diabetes medication? They're like 7 years. And they're eating a bowl of oatmeal. And it's like, if you stop eating the bowl of oatmeal and replace it with something else, you won't need the medication anymore. But that's a whole other story. Anyway. So I hope I covered everything that I was planning to cover today. Enjoy your food. Take your time. Stand in front of a mirror. Write love letters around you. No one has to see it. Doesn't have to stay there. Even if you can do it before bath time. Stand around your mirror and write beautiful things to yourself. Put hearts if you want. It's just nice when you're nice to yourself. We pamper everyone and we don't pamper ourselves. But really be nice to yourself. Be like, you know what? We got here, but we're going to fix this. Say that to yourself. We got here, but we're going to fix where we are at. We're going to heal ourselves. We're going to get healthy. We're going to be physical. Be like, I'm beautiful, If you don't feel beautiful, it's solvable. I can tell you how to solve that, Fix your hair, brush it, wash it, put makeup on, even if you're not going anywhere. Go through your closet, Unless you're going to the gym, don't wear gym clothes because those kind of stretch with us. Wear some real clothes. Even if you're in the house, put some music on, dance, enjoy who you are by yourself, Life is overwhelming. Life is stressful. The people that surround us are stressful, but that doesn't mean that you have to be, okay? So I think this is it for today. Thank you all for coming. This is day 3. It's amazing. And I'm really as my day is going, I'm thinking about all of you. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Miguel. Emmy Creations, Fabian. I think that's Alba. Hi. So yeah, just love yourself. Really, really take care of yourself, okay? Remember, the dialogue that you're doing with yourself is what's gonna help you succeed at everything. Don't wait for people to come and tell you that you're amazing. Don't wait for people to come and just help you. I put a post a few days ago, I believe, and it's actually about a girl looking in a mirror. So if you can go back to my post, I think it was probably 3 or 4 posts back. It's black and white, and the girl's holding someone coming out of the mirror, and the words are saying basically, what I'm telling you right now. So go back and look at that post. I'm actually going to repost it again because it's beautiful. And I wrote on the bottom, I was in a dark place and whatever. And also I was interviewed in a podcast, and I said, whenever you're in a dark place, sometimes we wait for someone to come and save us. And nobody is going to come and save you, okay? From whatever situation you're in. If you're with someone that is mistreating you, no one is going to save you, okay? Only you can save yourself. If you're in a job that you're not happy and they're mistreating you there, no one is going to come and say, you're an amazing employee, come work for me. No, you have to go out and save yourself, okay? So stop waiting and stop acting like people that are mistreating you, that's okay. That is not okay, okay? So that's what I'm coming out from. I refuse to allow somebody to mistreat me anymore. And I'm not, being mean, but I know I'm saying I love who I am. And I don't want to harm anyone ever. And I know that you are the same way too. So you say the same thing. I'm a beautiful person. I don't know if what type of religion you follow, but I'm Christian, and it says I was beautifully made. And I am beautiful. If you don't see me as beautiful, it's okay. You don't have to. No hard feelings. But me, I see myself as being a beautiful person. And I feel prettier when I help someone else, because that's what I want to do. That's my desire. That's my goal, is to help as many people as I can while I'm here. We're all here for a limited time. We all have an expiration date, whether we like it or not. So we need to be the best that we can be, okay? So wake up in the morning and be good to people. Don't talk about people. Love everyone, And I don't know if you want to call it karma, what you want to call it, but really, really embrace who you are. And let that light shine so bright that it will penetrate the people that surround you. Okay? So if anyone has any questions for me, please ask now before I get off. Or you can send it to me later on. Share this post, like this post. Please follow me. Encourage people to follow me. If you're interested in the book, it's called The Successful Body. I believe I'm chapter 23. You can get that. And I also have my website is called itsjeannie.com. And my email is transform@itsjeannie.com. Okay, so if you have any messages, if you want to reach out to me, then feel free. I will. If I don't know the answer to what you need, I will definitely look for it. Yeah, I wish I could say all of that in Spanish, but we've been here, I think, already 45 minutes, and I know everybody has things to do. I really appreciate you all coming. Thank you. I love you. Be a light to everyone. Love yourself. Change your thoughts, change your words, and be healthy.